and share my screen with you. Share my screen. Here we are. All right. There we go. You guys can see my screen?
Yes.
Fancy.
Okay, perfect. Yay. All right, come on, you crap. Technology's not my friend today. Yay. Awesome. So happy October, you guys. We're going to be going over our September, but holy crap. Amazing, amazing, amazing month. Some of the biggest announcements. We got Jenna and Tanya who promoted. Woohoo! So proud of you guys. So before I was kind of thinking like we'll go for, and minimum in order to go for senior exec, we need 2 more directors. So that would be 1 front line to me and 1 second line. But I figure like let's do that 4, like we need to double that. So 4. And then now there's all these people that have come out of the woodwork like your girl, Jenna. And I'm thinking, let's go for 6. Sexy 6. Let's do it. Yay. So let's look at our September in review. So yeah, we started a little bit slow and then holy crap. So I just got off the North American exec call and we blew September out of the water. The growth in Canada was huge. They saw all of our forecasted sales were way higher. Obviously the top performing new product was the blender, and it totally exceeded their forecast, blew it way out of the water. So that's super exciting to hear. The next one up that's really had a lot of explosive growth is the instant read thermometer, which I think is a fantastic product and I'm thrilled about for our turkeys coming up next weekend.
Has anybody's not worked yet?
Not yet. Has yours not worked?
Mine said my chicken was fully cooked and I cut into it and it was raw. So I'm going to test it again.
Yeah, I have to test it again and see what the heck. That's weird.
Can you use it for candy? Sorry, totally off topic, but can you?
I believe according to the degrees that it can handle, you can. Or no.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can. That's what, just double check, search candy in the leader group, and Marcy Sheward and Jen Ward were going back and forth about that. But
Okay,
I think the result was that yes, you can.
Okay, yeah, because I was trying to look it up on the use and care and it wasn't there. Yes. Okay, awesome. I'll check that out. Thank you.
Sweet. And then, oh yay, we have Cindy here too. Cindy and Mish. Yay, yay. Awesome. Mish is, come on, Mish. Let's see your beautiful face. There we go. And we got Stace. Even in the corner of Stace's face. Yay. Good.
Better than Stacy's roof. Normally,
yeah, normally it's Stacy's lamp. The other product that's really doing well is the Quick Shred. So that's kind of interesting. That's a great product. So in 2018, our organization recruited 23. And then this year we recruited, this month we recruited 39. So we talked about at our leadership retreat doing an average monthly recruiting challenge of about 50. So we're getting there. And then I think with this special, I'll announce later what I think we can do this month. So right now, this month, in 2018, we sold 201,000, and this year we sold 228,000. So we also had 2 times leadership promotions, both on Jill Fleming's team. So Christine and Amanda, and they both have their sights set on directorship for November 1st. So super exciting. And of course, Jenna and Tanya, woohoo! 14 out of 20 of our directors were green, which is awesome. And 9 out of 14 were paid at title. So what does that mean? So that means that, say you're like a senior director, in order for you to be paid at title, you'd have to have all 3 of your front line go green and your second line in order for you to be paid at title. So even though you're green as a director, you have to have everyone underneath you go green to be paid at your title. Does that make sense? So we're going to be talking a lot about paid at title, a lot, because we always say, why get the promotion if you're not getting the paycheck, right? So thank you guys so much. I got paid as an exec for the first time since April.
Yay.
Woohoo! So that's fantastic. And you know why else paid as title is going to be important? Little sneak peek for you guys. It's going to tie into your trip points next year. How cool is that? So they are going to tie it in. So if you're paid at title, and the way they've worked it out is awesome, you're going to get quite a few trip points for being paid at title. And it depends on your title. The higher your title, the more trip points you get for getting paid at that title. So pretty exciting. So we're going to find out, I'll go back one. We're going to find out what the new Trip is, I believe they said December 13th. And then the spring launch, so the big, we'll all get together and have a big party. That's going to be February 3rd that the spring launch is happening. So those are kind of like the big dates. And then, of course, leadership in Calgary, January 10th to 12th. So we really have to represent. And kind of think in your head, like, what do you want to be celebrating in January in your own hometown? We're going to be celebrating our senior promotion, which is a huge team goal. No one is promoted to that in like 15 years in Canada, so that will be massive. And then what do you yourself want to be celebrating at leadership January 10th to 12th? So I wanted to challenge all of us as leaders to re-promote ourselves. So Operation Re-Promote. So if you're a director, I want you to re-promote yourself and recruit 5 people. If you are an advanced director, I challenge you to promote another director and re-promote yourself. So I gotta re-promote myself. I'm like, 6 more directors, let's do this. If you're a senior, if you're an advanced director, you're wanting to, get 1 more director going. So let's re-promote ourselves. And with this kit, as soon as they announced this, I'm just like, so the reason they're doing it is it's coming up on the 40th anniversary for Pampered Chef. So that's why they're doing the anniversary offer. And super, super excited about this. People are freaking out that they can join for $59. So I know we've heard, especially in September, a ton of people saying to us they can't join because of money. Well, those are the people to go back to, for sure.
Well, and I just saw Alan's post and question about if they use a $50 kit credit, they can technically sign for $9.
Like, that's insane. We should actually, run our own show and then be like, I am giving away a kit this month for free. Get them to fill out a Google Doc. If you are interested, please fill out this Google Doc. If you would like to get a kit for free, so we can create those Google Docs again. Jenna, last year we were given a free kit ticket last year at conference, and we made people fill out a Google form about why do you think I should give you this kit, and then all of a sudden you had like 10 recruit leads. So, or however many people fill out the form, right?
That's an awesome idea.
We should do that again, and we could use a kit credit and then sign people up for $9. So whenever we have like a really crazy kit deal, we seem to really rock the house with recruiting. So our goal as an organization is 50 team members added per month. But whenever there's a crazy kit deal like this, we've got 98, we've got 96. So I'm like, let's do the 100. Let's go for the 100 people added to our org. I think I don't see a better month to go for it. We had the $47 kit, which was great, but like it wasn't that good of a kit. Look how good the $59 kit is now compared to, right? That $47 microwave kit, like what the hell was that? We signed a lot of people, but it wasn't the best kit to get them going. Whenever I went to an Open for Business show and people had bought that kit, I was like, and then we had the 145 kit, but that was only for the quick cooker kit. But we have never had all 3 kits discounted before. So this is absolutely massive. So freaking pumped about this. So our team, would you guys agree Big Ask was a success?
Yes.
Yes, I think it was. I think we saw a lot of people coming out of the woodwork that I've never seen before, posting their wording, and then as leaders, I'm sure a lot of you guys, like I did, my team would post their wording, and I'd go back to them and be like, "Oh God, okay, let's, you're being too laissez-faire about asking people. You got to be more direct. Like, what day do you?" So that was really cool to see their wording. So this month, because we're focusing on growing and we're focusing on re-promoting ourselves, our team challenge for October is share the love. How pretty are these images? Thank you, Christy Roach and Krista Beakley. So pretty. So we're going to be sending examples. And of course, just like you guys were so awesome last month where you really started the wave, pretty much after we got off this call, you guys started screenshotting your big asks and it really got the team pumped. So feel free to start the wave again, doing the share the love. And so this is when you're asking somebody specifically about the business. you'll see that it's encouraging them to do it much more with this ballots. So 5 times they get 1 ballot, 10 times they get 5, 15, and then 20 they get 20. Because imagine if all of our new consultants are asking 20, having 20 conversations about the business. And I wanted to ask you guys, should, I guess this doesn't have to be if somebody talks back, because I think it's really hard for people, it's nerve-wracking for new people to just ask in general. So as long as they ask, I think we can get them to share their screenshot. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Say the question, have you ever thought about doing something like this? I think you'd be awesome at this. I'm good.
Yeah.
Cool. Guys, give me a smile or a wave or something. Let's do the wave on here. There we go. We'll pump up the energy on this call.
I think
Right.
it's good, but can I request something or suggest something? As leaders that we already are, can we not, I don't want to be included in it. I guess I shouldn't speak for everyone. I don't want to be included. I will do the share the love and be that, the train going for it, but I don't want to win anything. I would rather team members win and do that, because I don't need that stuff, right? And I just think it's so exciting when they did it, because when I wasn't a leader and I got to earn stuff, it was so thrilling. So it just gives them more of a chance to do it, but that's just my opinion. I don't know what
That's a good
everybody
idea.
else.
Are you guys okay to not be
Yeah.
on the wheel?
Yeah.
And Jenna, your small girl stones come your way, and Stacy's got a thing. So yeah, let's that's a good idea. You don't care? Maybe I'll do
Okay,
another
my
bet.
Excel rock chart too.
Okay, sweet. I will. Yeah. I got that. My parents are here. I'm gonna make them bring it down to you. All right. Well, that's exciting. So you guys wanted to talk about this Happy 30. I thought this was a really cool challenge that the Americans execs did. I thought this was a cool one. People, it's so fun for kids when they get to color in a number for mommy. Mommy sold this much. So I love how for every $20 you sell, you color in a number. But I just realized this wouldn't equal our
was just
sales
doing
promotion. So yeah, I think it works to 7 something for them. So we'd have to edit this, but that's a fun one. You guys can. I'm gonna do the share the love. That will be the challenge. But if you guys wanted to do this for your personal teams or something, I think this is a cool idea.
Yeah, I think it's really cute.
Isn't it? I like the color of the numbers, right?
Yeah.
People love to do that.
You guys said the kids, but I get such a thrill coloring my thing myself. The kids don't even touch it. They just know I do. I get to color my Disney, so
Yay.
I love it.
It's so fun.
What if it also help give them
and make it for November?
Oh, that's a good idea, because I don't know what we're gonna do for November. Great idea. Who's good at this stuff?
I can do
me.
Not me.
Who's good at this?
I can do it, Alyssa.
Yay, that'd be awesome. You want to make us a pretty November one? That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Look at us being so forward thinking. We're so proactive. Not reactive. Look at us go. So our director bound group, I would say, has been a huge success as well. So grow with Game Changers. The last call for this particular program is Monday the 7th. I will say though, attendance has dropped off drastically. I think the first call we had 45 to 50 people on, maybe even 60 people. I should write this down. I just been having so many damn calls lately. And then the last few calls have been 14 people. So if you make sure to tune into those if you can, because it's good knowledge for you guys. The point was to teach you guys how to do it so that you can do it as a go forward for your team. But because we're working on this growth and re-promote and all this stuff, I'm going to run it again for the org one more time, because I think there's value in numbers. And I think that the team momentum, we have crazy momentum going on right now. And let's just roll with that. And right after, October 7th will be the last one. We'll take a break for Thanksgiving and start the next group. And I was thinking we could call it something fun like Run to Red Apron or Red Apron Renegade or Mastermind Group, something fun like that.
Andrea, do you have the stats from were Christine and Amanda in the group?
Yes.
And Jenna and Tanya?
Yes, and Angie and Maureen were as well. So that's what? So that's 6 promotes.
6 promotions. So I think that that's important to like sort of
Good
acknowledge
idea.
and recognize too that like, you know,
Yeah.
after 3 weeks of running the program, there were 6 promotions.
Totally. Okay, I like that. Perfect.
Just because then anybody that's like, oh, I wasn't sure about doing it, and like it's kind of showing the proof that like no, it's working.
Exactly. And I think that people need to know there's not, you do not have to, like, it's not like you are promoting to a director no matter what. It's just to grow your business and, 6 promotions. After 3 weeks, listen to us go. Woohoo!
I mean, if we're gonna get serious, let's get really serious.
Let's get really serious.
And I know for one thing that's kind of hard because we're on each coast, but last time it being at 11 our time, that's why most of us couldn't attend. So your attendance were a little off because of that.
That's true.
And I know it's hard.
Yes.
Families too.
And, I'm thinking of maybe, I shouldn't be saying this, but I probably will. Maybe
Don't
doing
commit to
a
it.
daytime one and maybe a nighttime one if we're going to get really good attendance for a few weeks. You know what? I'm very impressed with Roach's Rockstars. They are every single person always messages me the secret word. By the way, secret word for this call is water bottle. Anyway, so that's awesome. You guys always watch the recording, which is great. Okay, so we'll start a new one. So you guys try and help me think of something creative and fun and exciting, like red apron capes. I don't know, something fun for our next one. We could still call the group Growth Game Changers, but maybe this one's a different 4-week program name. Sound good?
I'm good.
So congrats to our elite sellers and those who earn the blender bag. So we have 4 elite sellers, Jill, Stacy, Brooke, and Andrea. And then anybody on the screen who's green obviously went director green. And if they have the stars behind their name, that means they were paid at title. So woohoo! Congrats, you guys. That blender bag is slick, hey?
It's fabulous.
Fantastic. I love that thing. Quite the bottom on it to bring to shows.
And if you have to set it down in a snowbank, it would leave a really cool impression.
Oh yeah, let's just leave our stamp. Congrats to our top sellers. Holy macaronis. So I like to mention this. So Stacy, do you know what you would have sold live versus virtual parties?
No.
You had quite a few good cooking shows actually. I did not.
Yeah, I think I had I think it'd be about half and half. So I'd say I had about $4,000 in live and then 5,500-ish in virtual.
Nice. And guys, I was 2,200 live and the rest virtual. So that's freaking insane. And that was 14 virtual parties. And what about you, Jill? You said you were.
Yeah, it was $5,000 was virtual, and then the rest was cooking shows or trade shows or whatever.
And that's huge for Jill, who's like the cooking show queen. And if she
had no
virtual,
shows.
she would have been at $2,000. Like my September would have been totally. I had so many cancellations. So, woohoo! Awesome how we're
Nice
slowly
work,
making
ladies.
the shift. Good job, you guys. So this is the month. I'm so freaking excited, but I'm also nervous, but I'm not anymore because we did I'm like, okay, Andrew, don't scream. Okay, so we did step 1 last month, which was getting 2 more people onto our first line, which is Tanya and Jenna. So now we just need 1 more. I'm going to be working with 2 though, because I think overage is amazing. And then we need 1 more second line. So either Julie from Jenna's team, Amanda Johnson, and Christine Jeffels from Jill's team, and anyone else you can possibly think of that could fill the question mark here. We need tons of overage though, so lots of, and then we all have to go green again, October, November, December. So very, very exciting. I can't believe we're actually at this point, and it's going to happen, and then we're going to have the biggest freaking celebration ever in January. We're going to get naked at the spa.
Yeah. We're gonna order noodles.
Champagne on the tits, guys. Champagne on the tits. All right. So these are the months we have to go green. And, oh, have you guys seen the beautiful new holiday images they just came out with? They just launched them. They're absolutely gorgeous. This is just a little sneak peek. You're going to have to go under marketing imagery and just type in holiday and check out all the gorgeous images they have. And they've come out with the holiday helper as of today as well. So if you can, the search button actually works to search holiday helper, and it's a really nice little catalog.
And is it available on print or just digital?
I do not know yet. But digital, last year it was just digital, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it might just be digital, but we'll have to look more into that. I just found out about this about 10 minutes ago on the exec call. So
super cute.
Super cute. So our new cinnamon and vanilla is back. I loved this. Ready for the vanilla speech?
Yeah.
Where we go. The double strength Madagascar bourbon pure vanilla that's hand picked off the island of Madagascar is the ultimate luxury splurge for your Christmas baking.
Ooh.
Right?
Mic drop.
So yeah, it's $50 a bottle, but like, how many people do we know that do super fancy Christmas baking? They only do it once a year. And this is so potent and magical and strong and delicious that it's not even legally available in Northwest Territories, Nunavut, or Alaska because of its alcohol content. They would consider
actually in Northwest Territories, when I lived in Northwest Territories, actually vanilla and scope is locked up.
Yes, crazy. So it is not allowed there. So we really need to stock up. Let's get some going with our stock orders and really, because it is really good. If you're going to make a batch of chocolate chip cookies, they are going to be the most luxurious, splurgy chocolate chip cookies ever. And if you're gifting holiday goods, it does really make a big difference. I know Sarah's a big baker. Would you say good vanilla makes a big difference?
It makes the most difference in the whole world, and people pay a lot more than $50 if they want good stuff. So I ain't even questioning the price because the people that don't buy it aren't the ones who care about that stuff. So
it's true, right?
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, but do I remember from last time, it's double strength, so if your recipe calls normally for a teaspoon, you only need half?
That's what the video even says. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So they only need it. Even Tim said it in the video. You don't need it if you don't want
it. I clearly watched the video.
And the cinnamon, I'm gonna buy 30 jars. I just round out on my last one, and I'm using some stuff that just does not compare at all. Whoopsies. So yeah, we'll stock up, and we got to tell everybody why these are great. So talk about them on our virtual parties to our teams and all that good stuff. Also just announced is with any blender purchase from today until January 1st, it'll also include a pea protein and a kale fiber enrichable sample.
Nice.
Well, that's kind of cool.
So awesome.
Who has, I've been sending them out in host packages. So that's kind of a good idea. They ship well as just like normal mail in an envelope. And we're going to hear from Stacy, who's had success with enrichables. And have you signed up those people?
I was doing it today. I'm trying to get one more because I'm putting it in as a party. So right now I'm at $186 kind of thing. And I want, I just need to get a random order, or I need to find one more person to go on enrichables because then it'll qualify as a party. So yeah, so I'm up to having 4 and 1 on the fence. So I had
crap. And they're actually subscribed and ready to go?
Yeah, so I have 2 people, and I would be at the 200 except for 2 of the people are past hosts, so they still get their 10% off their subscription. And those 2 people are both doing the the double pack, the pea and the kale. So you get quite a bit of a discount when you do both. So if you do one, it's $39, whereas if you only do the one, it's $65. So with the host special, it ends up being $56 a month. And with the subscription, they get no tax, no shipping and stuff like that. So it's actually a really good deal to just sign them up on the subscription right away. Like I've just been saying to people, well, you might as well just sign up on the subscription because then you don't pay shipping, and it's super easy to cancel if you want to cancel, because it is one of the things that people want to know is that it's really easy for them to cancel because they don't want to get subscribed to something that they're like, oh no, it just keeps coming, right? So yeah, so I'm up to 4, working on finding number 5. I have to get my own subscription in, so maybe that'll be number 5, but yeah, I've just been using it at my parties, and then you always have 1 or 2 people that are interested, or usually a few that are interested, but there's usually 1 or 2 that are hesitant. They're like, oh, I don't know if I could sneak it in my kids' food, stuff like that. So I've been just giving them to people at parties, being like, well, here you go, and I'll give like half to one person and half to another, and be like, here's half, try sneaking it in some food and see if your kid notices. And then I'll follow up with you. And then I just write on their order to follow up with them. And 2 out of 3 have been like, oh yeah, no, my kids didn't notice. And then the 3rd one was like, oh, I totally forgot I had that. Let me try that this week. So
nice.
Yeah, so she's going to try it this week, and then I'll touch base with her next week. So
I love that you said about the subscription, how you worded that. Well, might as well just subscribe you. It's free shipping. It's the cheapest deal, because I'm like scared to like talk about this subscription. So I need to learn how to talk about that better. Stacey has subscription experience from doing Juice Plus. So your wording is more knowledgeable than mine.
Well, and I do think that it is important that they know that they get a savings, right? Because if they don't subscribe, they still get paid, like they still get charged a $6 shipping.
Right.
If they do subscribe, then they don't get the $6 shipping. So even if that's the only thing that they're ordering at a party, they still get $0 shipping as long as you click the subscription button. And they
okay.
Yeah, and
That's
they
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't sign ourselves up on a party. I just tried. So because they said to sign ourselves up first, right? So do we have to do that under supply then?
You can do it 2 different ways. You have to put it in as a non-commissionable order first, and then click signing up as a subscription. You can order it under supply. They come in boxes of 50, but we're only allowed to order 1 of each under supply, which I mean, that's 100 packages. So that's loads. And you actually get it 40% off. So if we set ourselves up under like a subscription, then we get 40% off as a non-commissionable order. And then after that, we get it, we pay full price, but then we get paid commissions on it. So it counts then towards our trips and towards our going green and all that kind of stuff.
So don't order supply, order through the subscription and then just get commission on it, correct?
Yeah, you just don't get commission on your first order. Your first order is at the 20 or 30 or 40% discount. And
okay.
Subsequent ones then become at our commissionable, yeah.
And they said not to put it under like our kid or our cat or whatever, like how we usually do, right? Like,
yeah, the reason that they say that is apparently they need some sort of a tracking method. It's something that's probably auditable maybe by like by direct selling associations. So that's why they say in the videos that they want to be able to track if it's a consultant that's using it as opposed to an actual guest that's using it.
Can you start doing it, and will it, because we get paid on it and whatever, is there any way, like when we do it, we could just do it as a write-off as well? Because if we're giving away samples and stuff, we can't, like, to be able to write it off.
Absolutely a write-off, 100% a write-off.
Well,
Yes.
no, I'm just saying, is there that option again, just like us, like, is it just added to a party, or is it because it's different, or do they keep track of that? Do you know?
I don't know. I would imagine.
Yeah, they I don't think they will.
Coming out of your order payment account, or not, you know, so you put it as a consultant gift and then it goes on our finance.
I wasn't sure how that worked for that. Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I would definitely, like, I love the idea. So a lot of what I've been talking about at parties is just speaking in food, and the fact that my kids really haven't been able to taste it, like, at all. I put it in banana muffins yesterday. The banana muffins are like gone. I put it in soup. The kids totally didn't even notice. I put it in dips. Like pretty much anything. And I think talking about that And then I love how in the videos, and also Andrea was saying, like, stop being a snack bitch. Keep your kids like full longer, right? So, you know, we all get sick and tired of having to make snacks for our kids 4 million in one time. So this helps to keep them full longer. And then another thing that they touched on in the video that I really liked that I hadn't really thought of is we always like protein up our dinners, but then the rest of the meals we don't really, right? Like, who is like, yeah, man, I'm gonna grab a piece of ham with my breakfast. Like, it's not very often, right? Especially when your kids are off to school. It's like, here's some cereal and milk and go, right? Or like peanut butter sandwich and go, you know? And so we're not really getting a well-rounded meal. So if you can add it in for your snacks and for your lunches and for your breakfast, stuff like that, you're giving your kids a more rounded meal every meal of the day, right?
Exactly. That's awesome. I love it. We're gonna have to like have like a race, a competition. Who can have the most subscribers? And make sure you put yourself as a subscriber. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'm gonna do that today.
I just did it for my mom.
Has anybody else watched the videos?
Not yet.
I've watched a few, not all of them.
One of the last
marketing
videos
imagery?
talks about subscriptions. And so they do it based on 3 years. So if you were to subscribe 2 people a month on a subscription, and you, let's say every single month only 25, or sorry, 2 people a week, every single month only 25% of people stay. So 8 people every month you're signing up, but every single month only 2 people stay. If you don't do them as a subscription, by the end of the year, you're at like 76 people that have subscribed one time, like gotten an order one time. If you do it as a subscription, you end up being at 98 people. Let's say, for example, they go through it for 3 years of like only retaining 25%, which really only retaining 25% is super, super low. By year 3, you're up to like 450 subscribers, and it adds $55,000 in commissionable sales on your check every year.
Holy shit
How much?
balls.
Sorry, how much was that number? How much was that number? I'm just writing that down. Sorry.
55,000.
That's unreal.
That's a good number. That's a good
That's
number.
a good number. We like that number.
That's basically the trip. Boom, done.
Wow. Okay.
Plus, a good touch point to be doing customer service care, right?
Wow.
Very good number then. Yep, good number.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Stacy, that was subscribing how many people a month?
2 people a week, 8 people a month.
Okay.
And losing 6 a month.
And
Like if only 2 continue the subscription the next month.
Yep, only retaining 25%. Yep.
Everybody smile. Hey, 55. Everyone say $55,000. Yay. Right.
Okay.
All right, so we have 5 minutes left for questions, comments. Guess what? Tamara got 2 virtual bookings. Whoop, whoop.
I got 17 now. I don't know. Actually, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do.
17?
From that one post.
The Guess Your
Yeah.
Paycheck post?
I saw that post, Tamara. I am going to be giving that a run.
Nice.
That's an amazing
Work.
post.
I'm
I
like,
love how most
it
people in
works.
our virtual parties guess like the under $500, and everybody on your post was like $2,000 plus. I'm like,
I know.
dang.
I was like, heck. But Brooke posted it. Is Brooke on the call? I want to
No.
ask her. What the fuck, Brooke? Why are you posting?
What post is that?
I'm
She
not-
posted, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you go for it.
Just go to Tamara's page, but she posted the Ask Me Anything or Guess My Paycheck like on her personal page, and then she's had a bunch of people comment, and then you direct message them and said, do you want to do a virtual party?
Oh.
Is that
No,
what
her post said, if you guess, you either get it right and I give you a gift card, or if you guess wrong, you have to host a virtual.
Yeah, you have
Oh, that's what it says? That's
She
awesome.
forced it.
Yeah, and so the only thing is I'm waiting for this call to end, and then I was going to bombard Andrea with what I should message these people because I don't know what to say to them now, because it says right on the post, if you get it wrong, you're hosting a virtual for me. So
and they had to guess within $100 or something like that.
correct, yeah, they have to be within $100 because that's a fair, I thought, you know,
yeah.
and then no one's gotten it right. Just FYI.
So can we use like Andrea's or somebody else's paycheck?
I know, me too.
I'm using my average. So I went through my average and I'm using a paycheck that's my average for the year.
But that's still super impressive to people when they see that. Like a lot of people guess like $40, $200, $400. So when you show like
Not on my wall.
they're
Not
like,
So do you guys do your 2-week paycheck or for
do your monthly, do your monthly.
do your month?
Yeah.
months.
Okay.
We have
I'm
2.5
gonna do
minutes
2
left.
week in my parties, but month is probably better.
All right, how's everybody's October looking?
Yes, for
Terrible.
It's not bad. I posted my Wow Wednesday in the Lead the Way group. Was talking to Tara yesterday, and I was like, yeah, my month looks okay. And then I realized that my last week of parties won't close until November. So then I sort of went into a bit of panic mode. But hey, it was only the 1st, so we've got a few weeks to make that up. So really working to pack the rest of the available days that will close in October.
Well, that's good that you look now.
I know. It was like, yeah, look, my month looks great. And then it was like, shit, no, those 4 aren't going to count for October.
Yeah, I don't have very many bookings at all, so that's what I'm focusing on for the rest of the week. We will hammer it out.
And for the first 2 weeks, and then 0 for the last 2 weeks.
We'll get there.
Get those from the
Stacy has what, 27 bookings?
Yeah, I'm up to 25 bookings. Like I said at leadership, I need 21 to hit elite. A lot of them are free cooking shows from the home show, so I'm sure over half of those will cancel. But that $900 order that came in yesterday was also the free cooking show that's coming up on Sunday. So whoop, winning!
Amazing.
Wow.
So yeah,
A free cooking show?
yeah.
Holy shit. I don't even think I've gotten an order over 200 at a free cooking show.
I've
That's
never
awesome.
gotten an order this big ever, free or not. So that's pretty exciting.
Less than a minute. It's going to crash out on us. It never tells me how long, but let's stack our calendars. Let's focus on that. We kind of are saying, a few of us are like, October's not looking too hot. So let's touch base on like Sunday and see how many, or Monday, and see how many we're up to after, after this call. Thank you for taking the time today, you guys.
Thank you for taking the time.
Guys.
Thanks, Andrea.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.